You mentioned about the beach in Surathkal. There is an ancient temple there, the Sadashiv temple. Tell me the history of it. How AI is going to impact about the nature of human being and organization, in your opinion?
This communication hilly areas, what problems are faced?
What is GPS spoofing?
So, critical mineral initiative that was taken up by US India was part of that, but has not been allowed to be part of Pax Silica initiative. What might be the reason?
Western Ghat or Himalayas, which are more landslide prone.
Yes, please do come.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Comfortable?
Yes, sir.
So, English is going to be a preferred medium?
Yes, sir.
Fine, Manoj, then let us start. I want you to introduce yourself to the board.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I am Manoj GS. I am from Sakleshpur, which is a part of Western Ghats in Assam. I graduated from NITK Surathkal in Electronics and Communication Engineering. I love playing chess and I practice calisthenics as well, sir.
Okay, so Manoj, when did you complete your graduation?
Sir, in the year 2023. Sir.
23. And since then, you're working somewhere or you're just giving exam?
Sir, after my graduation, I have been preparing for UPSC. Sir.
But NIT Surathkal boasts of a good placement. So you didn't get any placement in the campus?
Yes, sir. I sat for placements and I got a good offer as well, sir. But in my case, during the NITK Surathkal days itself, I was a part of an initiative called as Beach School. So that initiative nudged me towards the profession of civil services, sir.
It was a beach school.
Yes, sir.
So just because you were on the beach, you realized that you don't want to be in corporate boardrooms.
Sir, the impact that we were able to create as a group in the lives of so many students, bringing transformation into their lives, as well as I have seen how when civil servant, the impact that he can create at the grassroots level, sir. So that gave me the motivation to go for civil services as well.
You mentioned about the beach in Surathkal. There is an ancient temple there, the Sadashiv temple. Tell me the history of it.
Sorry, sir, I am not aware of this history. The Sadashiv temple is where we used to conduct the beach school, sir.
And still you never try and find this history of the place. Okay. Does it mean that your observation when you are at places is not really the best?
Just because of this case, it would be very harsh to say so, sir. Okay. Sir, I feel my observation skills are...
You've taken public administration as your option.
Yes,
you must have studied theory. Tell me, when we look at the behaviorist in the administrative thinkers, so we come across both Herbert Simon as well as Chester Bernard. What is the difference? Despite both being behaviorists, their ideas are not exactly identical. What is the difference?
So the major difference is with respect to how they identify the behavioral aspects within the organization as well as humans. So Herbert Simon approaches it from the aspect of bounded rationality and also converting the non-programmed decisions into programmed decisions, whereas the Chester Barnard emphasizes on communication as the most important, the blood and soul of the organization. So this is where the difference lies.
When we talk about today's world, when the AI is taking over many places, do you believe that administrative thinking, especially in terms of public administration, need to rethink on the basic principles how AI is going to impact about the nature of human being and organization, in your opinion?
Sorry?
In your opinion, how is it going to affect?
Sir, firstly, within the governance itself, AI can create the personalization of services according to the needs of individual citizens. Secondly, AI can also help in predictive analysis, in helping we take proactive and long-term based decision making as well, sir. At the same time, there are certain concerns with respect to the algorithmic amplification and also the inherent biases that are present within AI can also stem into the governance system, sir. And also considering the technology sometimes can be exclusionary, because in Telangana, nearly 4 lakh farmers were excluded just because of the spelling errors from the PM Kisan. So such aspects, if addressed from a humane perspective, can lead to a better synthesis, sir.
Okay. You have also studied leadership styles,
Yes, sir.
right? There are different types of leaderships. When we look at leadership style, for example, of Donald Trump, as an public administration students who have studied leadership, what challenges the style of Donald Trump poses for somebody who is a student of public administration?
Sir, I believe in this case, leadership is about believing the collective spirit and in putting the trust in others. So, in the current leadership style of Trump, which is more transactional in nature and which is a bit short-sighted in nature with respect to the long-term implications that it can have on the world stage. So, in that regard, and also considering it is more economically focused rather than the geopolitical aspects leading to the fragmentation. A leader is someone who looks at the whole picture and the long-term implications of certain decisions. Sir. So I feel that is missing in the current Trump administration.
Fine, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You're from Hassan.
Yes, sir.
So who's a political leader who has come from Hassan?
Sir, it is our honorable former Prime Minister, Deve Gowda ji.
So what can we learn about his style of leadership?
Sir, Deve Gowda ji came from the grassroots, being from an agricultural family. So, his style of leadership is about understanding the grassroots issues, connecting with the stakeholders, and showing empathy towards the issues of the different stakeholders, and being a voice of those people.
How you describe his leadership style? Authoritarian, participative, whatever.
Sir, the one word that I can choose is the transformative, sir. Because in those times, especially in the 1970s and 80s, when there were agrarian crises within Karnataka, he led from the front during those times, sir.
Okay. So you are an electronics engineer.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me, what is communication radio? Community radio. Have you heard community radio?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of it, sir.
Community radio you not heard.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Ham you have heard?
Yes, hybrid annuity model.
Ham radio.
Ham radio.
Sorry, sir.
You have not heard. Okay. Doesn't matter. This communication hilly areas, what problems are faced?
Sir, firstly, with respect to the accessibility of communication, considering that the terrestrial communication is difficult to reach the hilly areas, and also the creating of the infrastructure for that community for the hilly areas is another aspect, sir, with respect to putting up the towers, considering the instability such regions face, sir.
Okay. This Kaveri water dispute, can you explain to me?
Sir, Kaveri water issue,
3 sentences.
sir, it is mainly emphasizing on the agricultural distress that it can face, can create at both the lower riparian state, that is the state of Tamil Nadu, as well as in the state of Karnataka as well, sir. Secondly, it is 150 years old, and the recent Kaveri Water Tribunal decisions as well as the Supreme Court judgment tries to bring in the water sharing formula as well, sir. And the recent controversy with respect to the Mekedatu issue, the building of Mekedatu issue, which can provide more predictable water for Bengaluru city, it has been opposed from the state of Tamil Nadu as well, sir.
As well. So now we are heading towards a solution.
Yes, sir. Right now, there has been consultations going on between the two state governments regarding the Mekedatu project, sir. Recently also, for the project for creating initial assessment, the Supreme Court has given nod for the project as well, sir. But the implementation aspect depends on the consultation between the lower riparian state and the state of Karnataka, sir.
So Panchayati Raj, Karnataka is considered one of the best.
Yes.
So what are the real powers of chairman Zilla Parishad there?
Sorry, sir, I do not know the exact details. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then panchayat elections are conducted under constitution. There is some provision of the constitution about panchayats.
Yes, sir. The 73rd and 74th Amendment.
Both
Sir, for panchayats, it's 73rd Amendment.
73rd. Okay. My last question is, what is heavy water and what is its use?
Sir, heavy water is the normal water is H2O, sir. Heavy water is D2O. So that is used in a nuclear power plant, sir. I do not know the exact.
For purpose?
Sir, it is for slowing down the movement of nuclear neutrons during the nuclear fission cycle, sir. That is for regulating and controlling the speed of nuclear process.
Not speed, it is absorbing the extra, and otherwise it will become uncontrolled and it will become a nuclear bomb type.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Manoj, just tell me, how your father is in agriculture, right? How do you control the climate related crop losses? How can we?
Sir, one is through the real-time weather. Even in our own district, our own village itself, there are Krishi Vigyan Kendras which inform farmers regarding the weather phenomena, sir. Secondly, using the right fertilizers at the right time and modifying the quantity of those fertilizers according to the climatic variabilities. Because in coffee, if the rainfall is too heavy, we have to ensure we change the amount of fertilizers accordingly as well, sir. So these are some of the measures.
Okay. Is PDS system, public distribution system, outdated or we still need it?
Sir, PDS system, sir. Sir, I believe the PDS system is very necessary, especially considering that right now more than 80 crore people are dependent on the PDS system, sir. But I feel there are certain reforms that are necessary with respect to the operational functioning, considering that the PDS can be reformed to bring it to the necessary 30-40 crore population rather than the 80 crore population we are emphasizing right now, sir. And also recently in the measures like the AI integration as done in the Anna Chakra, the recent initiative in 2025, such measures are very important, sir.
What is GPS spoofing?
Sir, GPS spoofing is an instance where fake locations or fake identification of GPS is done rather than the original data, sir. So in that regard, it is done to create confusion among the systems that are using the GPS, sir.
India and Nepal relations are not in the best at present. What are the issues? What are the issues between India and Nepal?
Aspects where Nepal claimed some of Indian territories as the parts of Nepalese territories, sir. Secondly, considering the recent Gen Z revolution within Nepal, and we have an open border, porous border with Nepal, that can also create the social impact in the states of, in the Nepal bordering states as well, sir. So, and the influence of China through the BRI projects is also another aspect, sir.
Okay. I'm done. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Manoj, since you mentioned that you are from the Western Ghat side of Karnataka, are you aware of a recent happening where some particular frog species died? What is that entire event?
I am not aware of it, sir. Sorry for that, sir.
Have you heard of galaxy frog species in recent time in news? No.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, that was unethical photo tourism that led to death of some frogs. That was the news from your area.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Since you are electronics and communication engineer, I want to know, have you heard about PAX Silica initiative?
Yes, sir. PAX Silica initiative was launched in December 2025, where it is an US-led initiative for ensuring the supply chain especially with respect to the semiconductor industry and the critical minerals industry to safeguard that supply chain. This initiative was
Is
taken
India
up.
part of this initiative?
No, sir, India is not a part of this initiative.
So, critical mineral initiative that was taken up by US, India was part of that, but has not been allowed to be part of Pax Silica initiative. What might be the reason?
Sir, I believe this happening is a lesson for India as well, considering that India has not developed a robust critical mineral supply chain yet, whereas the other countries in the Pax Silica initiatives have become non-negotiable for the global supply chain in the semiconductor industry as well as critical mineral industry. So this is one aspect, sir. And it is also being used as a leverage by the USA to nudge India towards giving more concessions for the trade deal as well, sir.
Why critical minerals? Since you mentioned about it, so I want to know why critical minerals are called critical.
Sir, one reason is that with the rise of new age technologies such as AI, semiconductor industries, and the electric vehicle industry, these critical minerals are the supply and the demand is very high, whereas the supply is constrained, sir. Secondly, with respect to the dependence, the technological dependence that it can create on other nations, if the robust ecosystem is not developed within a particular nation. So this is another
China
aspect.
also something to do with its name? Has China also has something to do with this name criticality?
Yes, sir. Considering that more than 75% of the
Okay. How many minerals have been recognized as critical minerals? Is there any global definition?
Sir, there is no global standard definition, sir. Each country, according to its needs, modifies the critical minerals list, sir.
So how many minerals have been identified as critical minerals by India?
Sorry, sir, I do not know the exact number here, sir. I will look into it.
Well, one last question. Since you are from agriculture background, you have electronics background as well. Are you aware about functioning of Doppler weather radars?
Sir, I have heard of them, but I am unable to remember the exact functioning here, sir.
No issues, Manoj. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Manoj, earlier we were talking about the observation skills. Have you observed emblem of your state?
Yes, sir.
It mentions a mythical bird. What's that called?
Sir, that is called as Ganda Berunda, sir. The two-faced eagle, sir.
Yes, and what's the history? Why do we have such a mythical creature on the Karnataka emblem?
Sir, Ganda Berunda, it stands for power and strength, sir. So, in the mythology as well, the two-headed eagle is known to bring the power, especially during the Chalukya times as well as Hoysala times. It was used as a symbol for the prominence they had in their the local regions, sir. So this has been carried on, considering Chalukya heritage and Hoysala heritage has been a major prominent part of Karnataka history. So it has been carried on to our logo as well, sir.
Asa, tell me, Western Ghat or Himalayas, which are more landslide prone?
Sir, as per the recent reports, more than 70 to 80% of landslides happen in the Western Ghats, sir. So Western Ghats are more landslide prone, sir.
And why is that?
Sir, the major factor is that Western Ghats receive more than 400 centimeters of rainfall, which can create land subsidence and landslides, sir. Second, also the increasing human activities, such as the linear infrastructure and the increasing commercial aspects, is also leading to the regional instability. Yes, sir, these are some of the reasons.
Which is more earthquake?
Sir, Himalayas are more earthquake prone, sir, because
So wouldn't that cause more landslides in Himalayas?
yes, sir, they cause landslides in Himalayas, sir. But considering that the strength of such earthquakes is not at the higher magnitude levels, so the landslides that are caused are more isolated in nature. But in the Western Ghats, the landslides happen on an annual basis. So this is another reasons.
Okay. Acha, you are interested in calisthenics as well.
Yes, sir.
Can you do pistol squat?
Yes, sir.
You can do pistol squat.
Yes, sir.
And can you do pull-ups? How many pull-ups can you do?
So pull-ups I can do up to 18, sir.
18 pull-ups.
Yes, sir.
Very good. What's the root of the word calisthenics?
Sir, it is kalos plus tenics, sir. That is the beauty in strength. So there is a beautiful quote that is, man should never die without realizing the true beauty his body can achieve. So to understand and appreciate the beauty that our body can appreciate, calisthenics is one of the means, sir.
Last question to you. Last year there was a controversy regarding the temple tax in Karnataka.
Yes, sir.
Do you support that temple tax? What's the controversy? First you can elaborate and then tell me, do you support it?
So the controversy was regarding the temples being taxed, whereas the other religious places, they are left for independent organizations and independent monitoring. So in this regard, the concern was, the point was that these temples are being used for the economic prosperity of other religious aspects. So, but in if you look at the Karnataka economy itself, so temples have been contributing to Karnataka economy in a significant manner, such as Dharmasthala, Subramanya, or any other temples. So I do not agree that they are directly being used for the welfare of other religions, but I feel the resources from the temples are being used for the development of the people of the state as well as the surrounding areas, especially considering that the Dharmasthala itself has become a very major tourist economy because of those temple tax. So this is my perspective.
Thank you, Manoj. Okay, Manoj, before we let you know, you mentioned that you like playing chess.
Yes, sir.
Consider a situation that is there are two players. One is a King's Gambit strong player,
Yes, sir.
but he's forced to play a Queen's Gambit. And there is another Queen's Gambit strong player forced to play a King's Gambit. Who is likely to fare better? Got my question?
Yes, sir. Sir, considering that if the players are very strong, so the early game in chess is already solved, sir. We can memorize moves in those aspects, but it depends on the strength of the player in the middle game. That is, irrespective of these gambits, in the middle game, how the players approaches the game is...
And generally, theoretically speaking, a King's Gambit strong player is likely to be better in the middle game, or the Queen's Gambit player is likely to be better in the middle game. I hope you understand both.
Yes, sir. Sir, if the Queen's Gambit goes beyond 6 moves, sir, so it gives a better control over the center. So because of the better control over the center, there is a higher probability, that is nearly 55% for the Queen's Gambit to win those matches.
Right, right. Fine, Manoj. Nice talking to you. Your interview is over. So we are concluding the interview part.
Thank you.
So tell me, what is your assessment of your performance today? You're happy, or you believe that, no, I can be a little better?
Sir, first of all, I'm just happy to be here, sir. And in especially the electronics questions, I need to work upon. The Doppler radar, I had read about it, sir, but I couldn't remember at this moment. I have to work upon that, sir. Otherwise, I felt I did respectably well, sir.
Okay. And how about your communication? You believe that this is the best you could do, or you believe that there are few areas you'd still like to work a bit because you still have around 10-12 days?
Sir, one is with respect to better structuring, and some answers I am giving too long answers, sir. Secondly, my voice, sir. So sometimes it can be too loud. But I felt that what happened was that in my previous interview as well as in the previous mocks, I tried to reduce my voice, sir. But
it affected the other things.
Yes, sir. It dented my confidence completely, sir.
Right. I got it. It happens. It happens most of the time with the people who speak in a little louder voice.
Yes.
So, see, this is one thing I actually mentioned, that your voice, in a sense, is impactful, to be honest. It's not bad. Overall, it gives kind of a conviction, it conveys the conviction part. So that's not wrong. But I was wondering whether you have this possibility of considering not to make it less loud, but to make it a little softer. Right.
I didn't understand.
See, it's very difficult for us men to understand this thing because our voice is louder as well as is harder.
Yes,
right. So sometimes it happens that, okay, we'll be speaking in the same level of voice, but by the ways of pauses and the intonation, we would like to make it appear a little soft on the ears. Right.
Okay.
I'm not saying that do any calisthenics with your voice, but I'm merely suggesting that please look at the video carefully, especially hear it. If you believe that it is in your control, do it. Otherwise, just forget it. Right? Okay. It's just believe that I didn't say anything about it. Doesn't matter, because what matters the most is that you should appear confident and your voice should be clearly audible. Yes. Both sections are checked. I mean, yes, coming to other things, in general, you're a very good candidate. You're from a nice institution, you're prepared well, and it reflects in your personality. Your background, overall your understanding is good. Your analysis is also very good. There are a few places where it appears that maybe a little brush up is required, as you mentioned, for example, in electronics or in the Doppler test. See, please understand, after a while, maybe after 5 minutes into the interview, your interview will change its gear. It will go from a moderate difficulty level to harder difficulty level. Because right at the beginning, the board will realize that you're a good candidate, and with you, they can actually go to the next level of difficulty in the case of question. So please be prepared for both level of difficulties. Okay. Easier question, but relatively moderately difficult question as well, especially with respect to your background, with respect to your state, and with respect to your optional. Okay. So you should be in position to answer not just the cursory questions which are coming from the non-expert, but sometimes also the questions coming from the expert.
Yes.
Right? So if you're prepared for both, then it will be very good for you, because if you're able to handle the moderately difficult questions in the interview, then obviously you're talking in terms of 180 plus. Okay. Right? Which is, otherwise it is very, the biggest problem in the CSE interview is that most candidates end up getting 165 to 175 because they're prepared, therefore they're better than 165, but they're prepared only as per the everybody else, the average thing. So 165, 175 becomes a very broad thing in the well-shaped outcomes that's coming. So you can probably, you need to breach that 175. Yes. I'm saying in fact 185. So for that you need to be prepared for the higher difficulty order questions. Otherwise, I'm really happy. Overall, it's good. You should be knowing about your campus better than you do, right? Yes. It's not that they'll be asking about the campus. They may not, most likely they will not. But it suggests that you are aware of your immediate surroundings, right?
Yes, sir. Surely, sir.
Good. All the best. Anything you want to ask?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir.